tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just want to know that I can.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, set to kick off. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra. He's down at the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Leads to second and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. It's first and 10 at the 14. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, 53 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Rams.
Burrow on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow sacked.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Rams.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Gurley, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Burrow on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's a gain of 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Allen going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. 30, 20, 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Makes the score.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ballgame. Let's see.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this year. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
35. Rams.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From the gun, Allen.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Montgomery. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Rams.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow. Slant to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of...
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
Gain of 10. First down, Rams.
Now Gurley. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Cardinals 35.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Flushed out right, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Julio Jones.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, 37 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I got one. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, that's trash.
On second down, here's Burrow. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Burrow's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Again, it's Burrow. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Javon Kinlaw. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Davis. That's caught by Montgomery.
Davis's pass.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Davis, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Here's Davis throwing on third and long. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Now Davis throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl.